Thanks for joining us for Issues and Answers. I'm Ian Boyne. Many of you have things coming in for the Christmas season. Therefore, you are acutely interested in what takes place on the wharves, what takes place at Jamaica Customs. And you're interested in how easily you can have your goods cleared. Well, we have for you today Mr. Kevin Carter. He's Director of Marine Wharves at the Jamaica Customs Agency. And we'll be talking about things that are of relevance to you. Thank you for your company. Good to have you on the show,
yes, sir.
Mr. Carter. Yeah, aside from the regular importers, there are a number of Jamaicans who get things from abroad at this time, and therefore it's a busy season for you. Yes. Tell us about what Jamaica Customs is doing extra and doing special at this season to accommodate the increased business.
Okay, over the years we have adjusted our activities to ensure that the experience of the customers, are more desirable than what they expect. So therefore we have ensured that we have increased the hours in terms of closing time. Okay. So for the customs house, we have extended it by an hour. Normally Monday to Thursdays we would have closed the cashier by 4. We're now closing it at 5. And on Fridays we don't normally close at 3, but we're now closing it at 4. And we also have allow for the night lodgement to take place a little bit earlier than the norm, by 9:30 in the nights. That means brokers can lodge their commercial entries with customs, and they are checked and returned to them. We also be opening on December 19 from 9 to 2.
Oh, and in opening on Saturday.
Yes, and in collaboration with the port operators, they too will be opening. You have like Kingston Wharves, 9 to 4, and all the other public bonded areas except for Adolph Levy, I think they'll be going up to 9 to 2. And we'll have our officers ready to get the purses out as quickly as possible. Even this weekend, the last weekend, the first weekend in December, we had staff coming on Saturday just to clear the door.
Last week Saturday, yes.
Clear the door-to-doors, pay duty. So, we get that bulk of barrels out of the way to make space for other clients, new clients. So we are doing a lot. So the ports are extending their time. The gate operations, very critical, because you'll find that the full load containers, they're eager to get those off the port so that the business persons can get their containers in time. So normally they'll close off like 5 o'clock. They're closing off 6:30. So the container freight station is going up to 6 o'clock, checking full load containers. And as the need arise, like Kingston Container Terminal, they will determine if they need to open on the weekend to clear any excess full loads. For the time being, they are watching the flow, and whatever is reported during the normal working hours, we are prepared to stay back and clear it off. Site inspection unit 2, where we inspect containers on the importer's premises. The staff is well prepared to go beyond the normal hours just to assist when these containers are released from the port to go on the site. So in many ways we are.
And are you bringing in additional staff at this time?
Definitely. We did that from as early as the last week in November. Yeah, we moved staff from the back office and redeploy them, strengthen some of the areas. But as I said to you, that as it draws closer to Christmas, traditionally, we will not have enough human resource
to deal
with the inundation on the port.
Because there are people who wait for the last minute.
Oh yes, they just love it.
To clear the thing.
Yeah,
they love the excitement.
I think they love it, yes. Just the fun of waiting and, get your barrel and it's Christmas the next day or Christmas Eve.
Bring out
with
the goods.
So one of the things we try to ensure that the staff is not agitated. They understand the circumstances. We try to be as patient during this time. And I know one of the port operators are putting in place an appointment system. So rather than you just get up
turning
up, they will say, okay, your container has been stripped, you may come now. Because that was another problem. Persons turn up, they may get the document from the shipping agent, their bill of lading, but the containers are not yet stripped. And it's not dependent on whether it is stripped or not before they issue the bill of lading. Once it is sent and it's confirmed that it has arrived at the freight forwarder, They turn up at the shipping agency, retrieve their bill of lading, but only to turn up on the port, or your container is next in line to be stripped. By the time you strip that, upload it in the system for them to access it on the manifest, that can take another few more hours sometimes, you know. So
people can find out before?
Yes. One of the port, I think, is Kingston Wharf. They're having an appointment system, so you can call ahead and say, okay, or they will call you, part of their customer service.
Yes.
I think most of them, if not all, would do it.
Do that.
Because they would have realized over the years that it makes no sense. Leave from the country wherever.
Absolutely right.
Turn up at the port and your goods not yet ready.
Yes.
You're just adding to the congestion,
Absolutely.
unnecessary congestion at that.
Right.
Yes.
We're talking to the Director of Marine Wharves at Jamaica Customs, Kevin Carter, giving us vital information, information that you need and that could help to save you a lot of time. We take a break, but we'll be right back.
You as parish managers, you as regional managers know your role to do your inventory now, to see what you have and to mobilize the country. Outreach with communities, outreach with civil societies, outreach with the churches. That is what we are going to do. We are going to call on every single Jamaican. Look around your house, search your environment. Find this mosquito.
Join the fight. Eliminate the Aedes aegypti mosquito. Stop the spread of dengue and chikungunya. And keep Jamaica Zika free.
Welcome back. Kevin Carter is the Director of Marine Wharves at the Jamaica Customs Agency, and we are talking about the systems that are put in place, the particular arrangements at this high peak time for customs. What are the things that customers can do to make life easier for themselves and for you? What are some of the bugbears that should be out of the way and would facilitate customers getting their goods much more easily and quickly?
All right. As you know, take for instance with the barrels, the flat rate of $6,500. So persons can know ahead of time that once you have declared in your barrel basic food, clothes, basic personal effects, we have no reason to charge you more than the 6.5 for that barrel.
The barrel, okay.
So if you make a truthful declaration of the contents of your barrel, and you're fully aware that there's nothing more than the basic items in it, then you can come prepared to pay that amount.
6.5, yes.
Or whatever multiple of 6.5.
Okay.
If it is more than one barrel with the same stuff,
Yes.
it's 6.5 per barrel. One of the problems we're having, persons will leave all the way from country. They don't know how much the duty is. You know, they weren't probably aware of the flat rate. And if they were aware of the flat rate of the barrel, they may have other items in it apart from the basics. Say, for instance, they might have the shoes, the clothes, but auto parts valuing $3,000. We can't put 6.5 on the barrel anymore, right? We value what the food and the clothes is, and then we have to value the auto parts separately. So it's no longer 6.5, but for argument's sake, 14,000, 15,000, which they didn't walk with. So therefore, it's important that they know exactly what is in their barrel, make a truthful
declaration is important.
Very truthful declaration. And that's another problem. If they make a false declaration, under the Customs Act, that will come with some a penalty.
They're going to hold the goods.
Yes,
first.
until we resolve that matter. All right, but if you make a truthful declaration, quickly, once we can ascertain that what you declare on the document is what is actually there, then we can quickly assess what we need to assess and send you on your way.
So when you say a regular barrel costs 6.5 with shoes and so on, but suppose I bring in a Gucci shoes and so on, you're going to look and say, well, the shoes there, cost 200 US, or from it come a shoes you're just going to let it go?
Well, once it's your personal effects, we can't really determine how you spend on yourself.
I see.
Right? So you might have a very expensive watch for yourself and all of that, but there are some parameters that we use, what is considered to be your personal items, right? I do understand there are issues as it relates to some personal items that
But if I bring 15 peers,
right,
you will suspect
we're
says
moving
it's
to
not
quantity
just,
now, right?
I come in to do a business.
And it's not necessarily business per se, because that's a challenge you have sometimes when we say to persons, what you have is more than your personal allowance and is deemed. We use the word deemed commercial.
Seems subjective, yeah.
So if we say deemed commercial, we're not necessarily saying that you're going down to Bend-Down Plaza to sell it or going to hustle it down the road. It simply means that we have a guideline to determine what is your personal limit as opposed to beyond that amount, what is considered to be non-personal.
So you do have that kind of a limit. But it's important for people to know.
Yes, it depends on the circumstances, all right? We don't expect that if you go abroad, you're going to buy one. You may, but we're not going to say your personal will be only one pants, one shirt, one pair of whatever. No, we'll put you under too much pressure there. So we will say, okay, you have an amount of $500 for the person who travel. We say you have an amount of $500 as your allowance. So when we begin to add up, and we say, okay, you have reached your $500 limit now. Anything over this is considered to be dutiable, right? In case of the persons who have not traveled, if you bring items that do not fit within the normal personal effects, which would be the basic 6.5 in some situation, right? But if it is if these items that you have are considered to be items that don't fit in that parameter, we have to value them as they are. So if you declare that the one auto part is this, and I have an appliance, for argument's sake, is this amount, then we begin to add that up and put on the relevant tariff codes and value them accordingly.
Which leads me to the question of how objective your valuation system is. How up to date is your database? How have you improved your efficiency so that if I lie, you are likely to find out? Is your system that good that if I undervalue the thing, I'm likely to get caught?
I like how you use the word not that good. It's not perfect.
Yes.
But we have improved a whole lot.
Considerably.
Yes. We have, we were encouraged to improve our system, which we have. And that unit has been, the valuation unit and the research unit has been improved significantly. We have a research unit, a special unit where information will be collated on declarations and stored in that database. All right. We have a fully functional valuation verification unit, and this team of individuals make contact with suppliers and so forth to ensure that the authenticity of the invoices that are submitted. And drawing on our own experience, you can pick up certain issues as it relates to declarations. So it has significantly improved. With we have a special database unit, and with the introduction of ASICUDA, this will be significantly improved in terms of collating data and keeping track of declarations in an automated way. Right. So I would say that we have improved a whole lot, and we have a specialized unit that deals with verification of values, do investigation, look at declarations. If at the port we have issues and we are not able to make determinations there and then, we can refer these declarations to verification unit, and they will efficiently pursue the matter and give feedback in a reasonable time frame. Yes.
So you would say overall that customs is prepared for the season. You are putting in a number of things to ensure that people's customer experience is satisfactory.
Yes, we have. Let me speak about Kingston Wharves recently. In discussion with the stakeholders or the port operators, they put forward a suggestion that we have been toying with over the years. And one of the concerns was that when they come to the Kingport building to pay their charges, they have to then leave from there, go to the Customs Manifest branch, a little walking distance, join another line, and then get their shipment, the documents manifested, and then they will proceed to the warehouse. What we have done now, in collaboration with the port, is to get a special area in the Kingport building and place some officers there. So they come to the Kingport building, pay the cashier, Kingport cashier, pay their charges, and they just gently slip to the left into the customs line.
Good.
So, you know, it's almost like a seamless
That's
transition.
improvement.
Yes, it's not perfect because
No,
we can't, it's not a transferring of the manifest branch.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically just splitting the activity and making the customer life a little bit easier.
Good.
And therefore, they are able to now basically join one line and in one area and then move to the port. Yes.
Thank you for your information. Kevin Carter, Director of Marine Wharves at Jamaica Customs Agency, telling us about what Customs is doing to make customer experience more delightful, especially at this season. Stay tuned to us here on Issues and Answers. We give you the information that is useful to you. Next week I'll be back. Until then, Ian Bourne wishing you a pleasant day.